let some people come in, and we will get the show on the road. So I'll give it until like 9 seconds have gone by, and we will get the show on the road. In the meantime, I'm going to play some Balatro. So bear with me. What should we do here? Right, let's get rid of those. And I think we've got a good chance. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Hello. I'll just let some people come in before I get into it. And because there's a fair bit to be concerned with, I guess, to be brutally honest. If you hear anything in the background, that's just probably the music from a video game more than anything. I'll just turn it down a little bit, see if that makes any difference. But there is a considerable amount to talk about. A very large amount to talk about, to be brutally honest. But the main thing I want to talk about will, of course, be Silverfox. But as I said, hope everyone's doing well. So, Silverfox apparently has been arrested on a hate crime. In other words, because someone's poor feelings got hurt. I know, just fucking snowflakes everywhere these days, unfortunately. But what can you do about it when you have absolute scumbags in power? What happens when you put people who are basically a government of tyranny rather than a government of serving its own people? So apparently there was also a video that was deleted from Silverfox's channel as well. God, I don't need any more strokes. I really don't. Trust me, you'll see that when the manifesto reading comes out. I think I've actually had a new record on that one, but I won't say how many strokes I've had, but I can assure you it's more than 10. That much I can say free of charge. The next one costs you 50 quid, though. Anyway, the point is, Silverfox had one of his videos removed as well. I think it was something to do with turning the boats back or sending the people back or shoot the boats or whatever. But unfortunately, I guess this is just the establishment we live in right now, where if you even dare speak out anything that might be perceived to be hurtful, they'll kick in your door and arrest you. But if you try to call out, for example, because somebody is burglarizing you, you'll be lucky if you see the police come over in a week, because we live in a two-tier society. But it is disgraceful to think. One of the farmers arrested as well? God fucking hell. So it seems like every Tom, Dick and Harry tries to speak out against this tyrannical government is seemingly getting their wrist cleaned. Well, there's not really much else to say on that, is there, other than just a blatant case of two-tier policing. Now, I also have recently uploaded a video as far as Freedom Dad's response to me as well, because this is actually the first time I've actually had someone directly respond as far as my videos are concerned. Quite. So it's going to be something I would recommend people watch, because I want people to understand I am human, I do make mistakes, and I am capable of listening. And unlike my nan, it doesn't just go... It doesn't go in one ear and out the other. I think we've got to take out some trash as well, so we'll just deal with that 1 second. And yeah, I am capable of listening to some of the people who support me as well as some of the people I support, quite frankly. But I hope everyone, as said, is doing well. That's the most important thing. So, with Freedom Dad arrested... sorry, not Freedom Dad. I'm getting the two mixed up now. Silverfox getting arrested, and then one of these farmers getting arrested as well. It's just showing how much of a iron fist that Keir the Traitor Starmer is currently ruling under, and yet we're supposed to believe that the far right are the fascists, when we can clearly see that Keir the Traitor Starmer is willing to lock down anybody who goes against the government narrative. But that is, of course, something the mainstream media do not want to tell you about. And you can even say it with me if you want, because it doesn't suit the narrative. They don't like being challenged. These dictators and the leader of the nonce party, I mean the Labour Party. Or maybe I was right first time. The people who want to go around and hurt the children, violate the children. They are supposed to be protecting those who are protecting the families of the poor, not persecuting them. And yet, just because their feelings get hurt, they feel they have to send the boys round. It's a disgraceful society we live in, and I just hope that Keir the traitor Starmer gets what's coming to him. That's all I can say on that matter. I don't want to speak too much more on it, because otherwise I'm probably going to end up going off on a tirade again, and I don't really want that. As a hillbilly halfwit. Oh dear. But yeah, I don't really want to talk about it too much more, because it's just depressing. And I'd rather focus on more positive stuff. Like I said in one of my videos, Kay Burley leaving Sky News because she was fired. Or is it Sly News? I could never remember that one person. Anyway, Kay Burley ended up being removed from Sky News. So that was always a positive that's occurred this week. So basically, big celebration that twat had gone. And hopefully she let the ball hit her on the way out, because she was about as likable as a nonce in a nursery, quite frankly. She has no legitimacy to her name whatsoever, the way I look at it. But that's just my humble opinion. And what would I know, being a 34-year-old guy. But as said, I am currently in the process as well of uploading the next part of the Tommy Robinson Manifesto book. I must admit, this little book here has been really giving me a little bit of stuff to digest, not just food for once. There's a lot in here that is going on, including the fact that, effectively, we're having the truth hidden from us as far as inflation is concerned. We're having our establishment basically try to divert us away from buying gold and what have you. How we have, I've mentioned these points before, the slave phrase and gramophone mines that the establishment likes to pull with us. So it doesn't surprise me in the slightest that our establishment is going on to these kinds of treacherous grounds. If we're careful what we must say, then they might leave us alone. I mean, I think you can be as careful as you like, but I think the cold bitter truth is, even if we are meticulously careful, I think eventually Keir the traitor Starmer will make it to the point where you literally can't even speak a single slightly negative remark about the government. And then all of a sudden, if you do, you'll have cops kicking down your door just like that. I think that's the way I slice that more than anything. I hope that's not the case, because obviously I don't want to be sitting here living in a two-tier government where we've got a traitor who would rather focus on serving Davos and the WEF and Syrian terrorists than focus on serving the people he's supposed to serve and protect. But at the end of the day, we're human. I do think we still need to do the mass protests. I do think we need to do that much. I think we do need to make, at bare minimum, our anger and our frustrations known without going into violence, hopefully. I think we need to do something to showcase to this establishment that they need to be reminded that the power belongs to us, not them. Remember what Ronald Reagan said. We are the driver. They are the car. We decide what route we want to go, where our destination is, and how fast we want to get there. They have to remember that, because just as easily as we voted them in, we can kick them out. We can take out the trash, metaphorically speaking. Line in all this. But we must be careful, because they will do everything they can to screw us over the first opportunity they get. Hopefully, Silverfox won't be in jail for too long. if he hasn't been released already. I think he spent a night in the cell. I do know that much. I don't know how much longer he spent there. But what I do know is that it does set up a very, very dark precedent that if there are people being locked up as we speak just for what they say on social media, then we really, really need to watch where we're going, because they will do everything they can to silence us once and for all. Thank you for watching, guys. I didn't want this to be too long because it's really only meant to be like 1 or 2 subjects, but I can see a few people coming in, and I hope you're all right. But to overview it, basically, Silverfox ended up getting arrested for a hate crime, spent a night in the cell, and effectively had a video removed, I think, about the migrant issue or the immigrant issue. So he ended up being banned for a week on YouTube. I've also put up my response video to Freedom Dad, who put a response video regarding Paul Thorpe's video about 10 ways to fight back. And I have got a video coming up now, which is currently uploaded as I speak, which is basically me reading the manifesto book, and I've had more strokes than the world record. Stroke number 1 than the world record. Fuck me. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Thank you for all the kind words you've been saying, of course. And don't worry, I am reading the chat. I just don't look like I'm reading it. So I am looking at everything. Don't you worry. But yeah, that's about all I've got time for this stream. So I wish you all good afternoon or evening wherever you are in the world. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye for now.